Hey, welcome back to Lamb Chop Builds. How's everyone doing today? This is going to be a little update on the couple group builds combined into the Pro Street group build and the Oldsmobile group build. So with that, let's get to it. All right, so where we're at on this, I've not done a lot. I am going to get going on this. Rather than cutting the front half of this, cutting this up and cutting the Chevelle chassis up, we're going to use the Chevelle chassis under this, and it's should fit. I may have to shorten a little bit of it or whatever. We'll figure it out when we get to it. Or at least in the way it looks, it'll fit once I get the interior to where the interior sits properly. We got it, but it's kind of tall. Let's pull this apart here real quick. Oh, as you can see, I got some marks where I'm gonna cut the tunnel out a little bit on here, and the back half on this one. I should let that sit pretty good. And then without the interior on, let's set you up here so I can do this. Didn't feel like using my clamp up here. One just eye level, I guess. Where's that caught at? Catch it somewhere. There it is. I still got a little trim work to do. But man, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to fill in a little here or there. Get everything where it will fit proper. But we'll be okay. We'll be able to trim up a little bit on these inner fenders here to get that where we need it. It'll look pretty good. Let's model out some wheels here real quick. See how well they move stuff here. I believe I do have to use slicks on this, if I remember right. And we will tuck them up a little. It might be all right there. We may shorten it a little bit, let it tuck up a little bit more. Lowering the axle. Because if not, it may see. It'll probably end up riding about right here. Ooh. On the front. This will probably fit this better than because I used the same chassis on the Challenger I done. This will probably ride it. It'll probably fit a little better, I think. And we'll figure it out once we get to it. That may be able to tuck a little more up under there once everything else falls into place. We'll see. That's about all I've gotten done on this. Well, shit. As I was going through, I done recorded like 4 minutes and realized my microphone didn't connect properly. So what I've got going here, this will fit. Everything looks like it's going to line up right using the Chevelle chassis without cutting on the stock chassis. I think we'll make everything work close. Trim off the back end here a little bit. Maybe we'll see. I'm sure I will. And then again, it might not have to. I'm going to have to cut this tunnel here a little bit, and I believe cut the back half out here, and that should allow that to drop down flat. flat enough to where it'll sit properly, because I want to try and retain the stock interior in this for the dash and everything else to work nice. As I was demonstrating before, I noticed my microphone malfunction. Let me set you guys down right here. This chassis up in here. Ride height, I think, will be all right. I think I got to narrow the rear of this just a tad. Get everything, it'll fit a little better. It's going to look pretty good, I believe. I don't know that I've got that skill yet. Okay, I knocked my microphone loose again. That's the problem, because I didn't use this in my thing. It's going to look pretty good. Get that done. I don't know what wheels I'll use yet in this. Might just make some stock 442 wheels, make them dish out a little, deeper. But yeah, that'll look pretty good. We'll go two-tone paint job on it probably. Yeah. Cleaned up had to cut out all the inner fender from the stock here using my Hardell tool with the Dremel collet on it. Works fine. Get them at Menards for like $6. Hardell tool on Amazon's pretty cheap. Man, it makes hogging out a bunch of plastic go pretty quick. So we'll use the stock Chevelle chassis with the Cutlass body. So we'll have that coming along pretty soon. Get rid of some, clean the body up a little bit. I ain't really done much to it yet. We'll get there. With that, happy modeling. We'll see you next time. Right now we're working on making the wheels for the Pro Street Cutlass. There's the Chevelle wheels. That's the 442 wheel. And I want a deep dish of this. And it'll kind of made up in a way. You can kind of see how that'll look. And so you got one done. Sanding. A lot of sanding. You see all the powdered styrene right there. It's gonna look pretty good when it's done. I'll have to take and I'm gonna use my cutter and cut the back side right there off. And then maybe end up cutting some of that lip down as well. We'll see how that goes. Maybe after that's glued together to where it's a little more solid, a little easier to handle. And then the fronts, which is the same wheel, we'll be able to get that to work in that tire for the front runner. I had it in here yesterday. Hold on, just let's put you down here a second. It'll just be a matter of getting the tire set right and everything. It looks something like that when it's done. But that's where we're at on this. I'll be filming more later. And also, by the way, you see that's the front half of the Chevelle, the back half of the Chevelle. We did shorten it up a little bit. So that'll come along too. till the next video, next part. Okay, so after some cutting and getting everything back together, so we got the back half back on. It lined up pretty good where I cut it. And the resin I used must have been bad, I don't know, but it's holding. We'll have to mark it up later and paint it. But once everything's tightened, that's fitting pretty good for what we want. Stick a wheel in here just for looks. It's going to sit about where it needs to sit. We'll see it all. You can see in the interior there, I had to hack out some of the back under the back seat there. We'll get that filled in with some styrene, make it look presentable. Because my goal was to keep the back seat in the car. You ain't gonna be a sleeper or nothing, but it's gonna look pretty good. Kind of looking forward to finishing this now. We got the I can show you a little bit on the wheels here real quick. Got them stripped and re-chromed already, gloss black Tamiya, and then some Fusion Firm. And to make them a deep dish, there we go. And those will fit nice and right nice over them. Let me pull the brakes out of here for the wheel backs. There's the wheel backs for the same wheels here. And I got no, I don't. They're both theirs. And the fronts, I'll have to get them painted up next. I've had a set of brakes and another 3D printed brakes from another wheels. You can kind of see. Let me lay that over that just to. I don't know if you can see through there. It's going to fill the opening pretty well, so you ain't going to see the wheel back. Even though I like to look through them, those brakes in there is going to fill the hole anyhow, so you ain't going to see it. So that's what we're going with. Should be coming along pretty good for the Pro Street group build and modeled out by NYS Modeling, and then the Oldsmobile, Pontiac Oldsmobile, or I think that's what it is, Buick Oldsmobile group build by Modeled Out Customs. We're getting there. Now we're coming up on work tomorrow, so I ain't gonna have as much time. So, and I still have that one to work on and a couple others. So, yeah, we'll get there. Happy modeling. See you next in the next part of this video.